More than 100 crashes a year, many head-on a highway so many of us use. With no end in sight to the rising accident rate, frustration is rising over the inability of anyone to do anything about it. But someone is about to try. News 13's Tim Maestas is on special assignment along the highway where you bet your life.
We have seen the crashes. We have heard from grieving families.
We're going to have to live with them.
Dealing with the sadness of death on a stretch of highway that now has lots of attention.
We realized because the crash rate had increased and the severity of the crashes that we needed to place resources in that area.
You know what? I'm going to stop her.
State police are now in the beginning stages of increased enforcement on US 550, the four-lane highway stretching from just north of Albuquerque all the way up past Bloomfield. The number of crashes here might surprise you. About 700 crashes have occurred on this stretch over the last 5 years. More than 90 were head-on crashes, 28 were alcohol-related. State police are targeting the highway with Navajo police and sheriff's deputies because of concerns raised by residents of the Navajo Nation's Nageezi chapter, upset after a series of crashes late last year and early this year that left a total of 6 people dead. Irvin Chavez is chapter president.
The people in the Nageezi chapter, there was a public outcry.
According to Chavez, the fact the road crosses through so many different jurisdictions has made it difficult for different law enforcement agencies to properly patrol the highway.
It's really difficult for any agency to really find out exactly where they are.
And there's more. Chavez met with us inside a brand new Navajo police station just off 550 that sits mostly empty. San Juan County paid about $500,000 to build it, with the understanding Navajo police would fully staff it to provide more frequent patrols.
In the fall of 2010 was when the Navajo police was supposed to come in and fully staff this facility.
But budget deficits have prevented that from happening so far. The station is now home to just one full-time Navajo police officer and one full-time San Juan County deputy. And the problems run deeper. We've discovered law enforcement concerns are just a part of it. Highway 550 was reconstructed from 2 lanes to 4 lanes about 10 years ago. It was supposed to make things safer, but some say the design of this road is itself a problem. Northbound and southbound traffic lanes are divided by just 2 pairs of yellow lines and a rumble strip.
There's been so many accidents.
State Senator Linda Lovejoy sponsored Senate Memorial 36, which just passed the latest legislative session. The memorial calls on the State Department of Transportation to consider installing a center guardrail.
We have to do something about this road. It makes it very easy for opposite direction accidents, head-on collision.
State transportation officials tell us in response to Lovejoy's memorial, a feasibility study will begin this spring to see what can be done. In the meantime, DOT is providing about $75,000 worth of overtime funding for the increased police patrols.
It's been a leading issue for many, many years.
Irvin Chavez is relieved to see at least some progress, especially when it comes to targeting drunk drivers.
I had you going about 86 to 70.
This is dashcam video of one drunk driving arrest since the increased enforcement began.
I can smell some alcohol from the truck. Have you been drinking?
A little bit.
The suspect is 25-year-old Lance Johnson, a Navajo agency supervisor driving a government truck. The video shows him failing field sobriety tests. The arresting officer says he eventually blew a .16 on a breath test.
Drunk driving is a big concern.
State police say as many as 20 officers will be patrolling 550 in the coming months, targeting drunk drivers and people speeding.
I'm going the speed limit and you pass me.
Hoping to prevent more of this. Tim Maestas, KRQE News 13.
According to the State Transportation Department, one option for 550 is a rigid concrete divider separating the north and southbound lanes, but that depends on the upcoming study. In case you're wondering, it's unclear if Lance Johnson, the man you saw just getting arrested for DWI, is still employed by the Navajo government. The CEO of the Navajo agricultural products industry couldn't comment on his employment status.